Hi crafty friends, welcome to the How to Craft Network studio. My name is Toni and this is the home of Stamps by me. Now today is a very special show. This is a product preview for all of our new lines appearing on HSN on the 22nd of August. So excited. Do you know why? Because we have Halloween and I have never done Halloween before. I'm excited to showcase it with you and I'm really excited to see what you're going to think of it. So you do and must let me know your thoughts on this wonderful collection. Now it's not all Halloween. Some of it is fall and some of it is everyday. And we're going to revisit some of our earlier designs as well to showcase more samples with those. But my first ones that I am going to showcase are Halloween. We had to do these ones first. And I'm hoping you're going to absolutely love it. Now, please do know it's the 22nd of August. Show times, I will give you details as soon as I know more. But guess what? I've got more time this time. So I'm absolutely doing something right. More time, more hours, more minutes, which means I get to showcase and hopefully do some cool demonstrations. Now, we are a little bit different. We're not the regular company that you will probably see on HSN, so I do need more time. We need to tell them, don't we? We need more time, Stamps by me. So there's some stamping, there is some die cutting, there is sparkle, lots and lots going on. Now, I do appreciate that our Halloween covers all areas of sort of trick or treat, presents, gifts, invitations, party bags. Totally got you covered. And guess what? Everything is inbuilt into the kit so you don't have to go looking anywhere else. Shall we get straight in? I know everybody's like, come on, hurry up, want to talk about it. So I'm going to showcase the first item, which is 848566. Now you won't see any prices on there, and please keep your eye on the website because sometimes they're loaded a little bit later than normal because they don't want them to sell out before we get on our flight and get over there. So keep your eye on the website for the product. So this is Jasper, Matilda and Luna. And this is a fabulous steel die set. Now, what you're going to get with this one is something totally unique, guys. You're going to get an interchangeable extravaganza. So we have outfits that have cats, ghosts, mummies, and you can interchange them and dress them as you wish. So they can have a broom, they can have a bat, they can have a trinket, they can have a spider web. You can dress them as you wish. And with all of the wonderful interchanging elements, guess what? You can do 50 different designs. 50 different designs. Totally awesome. Now you can see my wonderful samples. I promise you I will get in and show you the product, but come on, let me show you these samples. Now, as I said, treats, tricks, cards, invitations. I have my lovely swag, my bunting here, what my lovely design team have made for me. Absolutely adorable. They're not scary. You know, I was tempted to do a little bit of scared to scare you all, but I decided no, you know, do cute. Cute's always a winner. So let's show you the items. Now, the great thing that I love about our product previews is it gives me the opportunity to give you an in-depth view of what you actually get, because on HSN, we only have minutes and I feel like I'm going, la, 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 la. As I've said before, la, 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 and a demo. Oh, and by the way, my name's Toni and I'm brand new and as you can imagine. So this is the best place to come and get an in-depth view of what we're launching, what it's showcasing. And please do remember as well, we have those fabulous QR codes on the back and there are videos already loaded. So you're going to get inspiration straight away. So let's show you the kit. Let's show you some boards. Now let's have a look take some time and have a look at some wonderful samples. So this is Jasper, Matilda and Luna. Do I need to say anything else? It's an A4 die set. Look how big it is. So this is going to create the wonderful sort of cards, if you want to, that you can make into gift cards because you get the front and backs in there. You can make freestanding ghosts. You can make ones that have elements inside, so they're gift bags as well. So front and back. You can make the cards where they have embellishments on the front. I mean, look at that. Do you know what I think is cool about this one, though, from a design perspective, which I would never have a chance to tell you whilst I'm live on air, is you check out these eyes. Now, normally, dies have eyes like this and you end up losing an eye. The eye rolls off the table and off it goes. You always have a cute little animal with a missing eye because the components are so small, not with our dies. We do them in reverse. So the colour protrudes through the back, allowing you not to have to faff with little fiddly pieces. I like to speed craft, as you all know, and get great results as well. So let's show you the board. Are you ready? A bit sparkly. So let's have a look at this wonderful board. Check this out. So when you look at it like this, you're like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? So you get your outline die, which is the base, and then you get your outfits to dress each cute monster. So we get the mummy, we get the ghost, and we get the cat. Now, I haven't even covered the fact that they have phantom pockets. What are you on about? Phantom pockets. Check this out. The arms hold gifts, money. I mean, everybody likes a bit of money, don't they? Money, gift cards, tags, notes. They also hold all of the wonderful embellishments. Now we have trick or treat the words. We have the bow for the hair. We have the skeleton bow. I mean, you're going to create some cute ghosts, aren't you, with these ones? The bat, the skull, your wonderful sort of spiderweb design there, and then you get your witch's broom, which can be embellished. But that is just not only what you get in the kit. It doesn't stop there. I mean, it's an A4 die set as well. And when you see the price, when you do go onto HSN, you're going to be blown away because I bring you so much affordability for great quality. And if you check out our 5-star reviews already on HSN, I mean, they are totally awesome. And if you have had our products in the past and you thoroughly enjoyed them and you felt like you got so much excitement and joy out of our products, please leave those 5-star reviews or a review, good or bad. We like to see your feedback. So Jasper, Matilda and Luna, let's have a look. Let's give them some lovely coloured cardstock and some vellums to dress their lovely bodies. So we have the wonderful vellum here. So this is your Spookalicious 5x7 vellum, 5 designs, 18 sheets, and these are 115 GSM. Now, what I like about our vellums is the fact that they're of a great quality that you can colour the back of them, and the colour comes through beautifully. It scores beautifully, it wraps around your cards beautifully, and it just gives you that extra touch of elegance. I mean, black and white goes with anything. There's nothing more fancy than these sets of vellums here right now. Spiderwebs, bats, pumpkins, and witches' hats. And then we have Hocus Pocus Sparkle. Are you ready? Hocus Pocus Sparkle. Encapsulated glitter. So you have all of the lovely glitter colours here to create your animal bases, should you wish, or cut your embellishments. I mean, you would never probably get one in this colour, but do you know what? It stamps by me, and we love this colour. Look at that. Check out the gold here. Absolutely wonderful. So it transforms each die set, creating a unique creation every time you run these through your die cutting machine. One pass, and you have an adorable ghost or a mummy or a cat. So that one is 848566. Stay tuned though, I do have a wonderful demo, but I'm going to get through all of our Halloween and show you what we've been creating over the last 6 months, because it's been a little bit exciting, and today is the day I actually get to showcase what we've been trying to put into paper form so you can be creative, and I get to show you all the samples as well because the design team have done an incredible job. So let's just pop these on the back. Let me show you some samples. Tons, and how I'm going to get these on the flight, I have no idea. I'm taking no clothes, just craft. So let's show you what I exactly mean here. So you can see how the ghost stands proud, creates its own unique card. Now you can create a family of ghosts, mummies. There is a cat in there as well, which has the curling tail, so you can pop a cat's tail around the back of the cat if you want to. Bows, embellishments, spider webs. Check this one out, with that beautiful vellum in the background there. It's holding a spider web there. Gift tags for all of your lovely gifts and treats. This one's quite a cute one because it has that mummy on the front there, and then when you open it up, look at this. Now this is coming up. Let's shut that very quick. That's coming up. We'll not get onto that yet. There's too much good stuff in today's shows. So then we have this interchange in Langton, which when you twist in the day or night, you get a different look. Look at this. How cool is that? So a different look, all you need to do is twist it, and you can see all of the wonderful embellishments built in as well. So you have the witch's broomstick, the embellishments, the spider web, the bats. I love the bats in the hair, cute clips. Here we have, look, the skull. Really, really wonderful. Really unique in design, but super simplistic to do here. Just run it through your die cutting machine. So this one is a gift in there, look at that. Built in, You could paper piece those eyes back in, add it onto the vellum here. Then we have the halo. So you pop a little light inside and it flickers with that ghost silhouette outline on there. Let's have a look at some more here. So you can quickly see how you can effortlessly swap out the interchanging outfits to create a different look. So if you have a family of kids or children and they all need their own outfit, you could name these as individual ones to accommodate a party if you wanted to. It's a lovely, lovely set. I can't tell you how much you can do with just a couple of dies in this particular set. The interchanging element of the clothing and the embellishments, but then just change the colourwaves and you have a whole new world. So that one is Jasper, Luna and Matilda. I hope you like that one so far. Let me know your thoughts, guys. So the second one that I'm going to show you is Stamps. Now, this is where Stamps by Me was born. This is our Halloween Reflection Collection, 848562. I don't want to show you this one because this is awesome. Now, although I love everything that we're launching here on HSN on the 22nd, I have a feeling this is going to fly, and I'll show you why. So this is our Reflection Collection stamp set, stencil set, and sentiment set. Now, you do get so much in here. Now, if you loved our Reflection Collection with the bird in the water and the reflection of the trees, I know you did actually because we sold thousands. You're going to adore these. Really, really unique, cute, magical. Check out. Let's just take a moment here to check out these samples. We have treat bags. We have top folding treat bags with good bags full of goodness. The kids are going to absolutely love that. Check out the samples on the side. Cards. You're looking at those cards right now, aren't you? And thinking, I can't do that. You might as well just flick over that page, Toni, because I cannot do that. Let me tell you, in less than 10 minutes, I'm going to show you, you can. And how you can make 75 different unique cards. You're like, really? Come on, tell me. I'm like, no, I'm not telling you. It's a surprise. Total surprise. So let me just show you them in their form here. So it's 2 A5 stamp sets. So this is one. Although they're A5, okay, 5x7, you get different designs. They're not a big stamp, okay? Brilliant for your A2 card, so don't be scared of the fact that they're bigger stamps. You just get more on the carrier sheet. So we have the frames, we have the reflection. Now, the reflection is that 2-part stamp that gives you an instant reflection either in water, on landscapes, in moonlight, without you even stamping twice. Stamp once, one and done, you have the reflection. No worry, no mistakes, no errors, cards, clean, crisp, beautiful every single time. So wishing you a happy Halloween, some lovely sentiments here. Then over by this side here, we have the reflective moons. We have the tree with the birds, and as you can see, the reflection is built in there. Then we have the pumpkin and the castle. We have the witches with reflection, and we have other sentiments in a set as well, which come in this little extra one here. I'm crazy about you, bat you. Join us if you dare for a Halloween scare. Just absolutely amazing sentiments. Now you get this wonderful stenciling here. Now I've popped this in the collection because I really felt like this would enhance your crafting. This is going to add the halo of that moonlight through these cards and really enhance your card making. I promise you, the stamps do all the talking, but if you add this stencil that's built in and the mask, you're going to end up with some incredible cards. Now, I'm going to do a demo on this one, but as promised, I did say you can make those cards in this book. Did I not tell you this? So those cards on the background look like they have been hand painted, blended with our stencil brushes, created with watercolours. Absolutely not. The next item that I'm going to show you is going to create these cards. And I'm going to create a card in less than 2 minutes that just looks just like those. So if you love the reflection stamps, but you're a little bit fearful of ink, I would always say anyway, please try ink because it doesn't bite you. It really doesn't. And the results can really put a smile on your face if you actually give it a go. But say some of you don't want to touch ink and you want to just do quick cards. Maybe you're making invites, birthday cards. I have a bumper paper pack for you all. 75 sheets of the most magical papers. Let me show you. 5x7, 75 sheets. So if you stamp your reflection onto these, you're going to look like a fantastic card maker very, very quickly. Let me show you some of the designs in here. So you can already see and imagine how those reflection stamps built into these are going to give you the look of a hand-painted card. You don't have to tell anybody that you didn't paint them. You can just play and go, play and go. 75 different designs. So if you wanted to make 75 party invites, all with different backgrounds, but with the same stamp, you can totally do that. Now, all of the stars are all built into the design. The papers are uncoated, which means you can distress, you can scratch, you can sand back. They'll go through your embossing folders beautifully. So we have some patterns. I'm just going to keep going because if you are buying the stamp set, you need to get this, 848564. This is probably going to go before I even get to HSN, so I'm told. And I have a feeling it is as well. So this is the ombre. So if you don't want all of the detail in the background, we've popped some ombres like a moonlight coming through or a sunset sky. And if you want to be a bit more creative, you can. Then we have only a few solids, only a few. Then we go back to detailed backgrounds. We have stars. And we have all tones of colours in here. So you get those rich ethereal colours in here. But then you also get the ombres, which are colour coordinated beautifully. You do not have to be a colourist and understand the colour. The colours are built in and they simply work. Okay, how wonderful is that? That is your complete bumper pack. And there's a ton in there, an absolute ton of fabulous, magical papers. Now take a breath. That was Halloween. Do we like it? I mean, I feel like I've took for ages to get through that, but I totally haven't. Let me show you some wonderful samples. Now, you will see when I go to HSN, I have to be really quick. You all know. You watch the channel, and I hope that you love the products that we've brought to you. This time round, they are different. But if you want something different and you do not want to do the traditional out-of-the-box, pre-made product, stick it on a card, you really want to stretch your boundaries in craft, then Stamps by Me is going to hold your hand throughout that whole process and allow you to do it and learn as well. And if it's got a big smile on your face when you're creating, then I'm one very happy girl. Let's show you some samples here. So these are the wonderful reflections on those papers. Now, you would never know that I haven't picked up a brush and done that with my own colour. And nobody has to know either. 75 different types of those papers. Now here's that reflection. Can you see how the stamp has been designed so you get that reflection? It looks like we've done the reflection technique and we haven't. And this, what a great idea. This is the a picture from the die cut of the ghosts, Matilda, and then stenciled through. So here we go. Could you ever dream of creating a card like that with ink by yourself? Absolutely, I could not. This mask is in the kit, so if you want to enhance, you can. Check out these wonderful place table mats and tags stamped on. Look at this one. So much cuteness. They actually tell a magical story. Kids, silhouettes, coordinated beautifully with these papers. I mean, it's a recipe for magic for me. Totally. Creep it real. I do try. There's that reflection tree on there as well. Looks like I've painted it. I could go on and on and on about how incredibly fabulous. These really make me feel like a great crafter. Feel good factor craft is this for me. Quick stamp onto some fabulous backgrounds. And I mean, this is great for the young ones. Get them involved with the crafting too. Feel good factor craft here. I'm going to stop because I have a ton of things to get through on this product preview. I hope you're liking it so far. Isn't it wonderful? Right, let's get into some demos. Come on, Toni. Get your backside in gear. Let's craft. You always complain you don't get enough time to craft. Well, craft. Okay. I can hear you all sat there telling me to craft. Right. So let's bring in my products here. And breathe. Okay, so I'm going to use Trick or Treat, and I'm going to use the reflection of the sort of like family here. It doesn't have to be a family. It can be totally what you desire it to be for your card making. But for this one, I'm going to pretend we have some kids out in the streets doing their trick-or-treating and doing their rounds around the local village, hoping that they either get money or sweets. Do you know, we don't really have trick-or-treating here, but I always used to remember, I hope I don't get sweets. I always wanted money. I was like, then I can buy a can of pop, or I could buy something I really wanted. I didn't want the chews that had been in somebody's basket from last year. I always wanted the money. Cheeky, I know, but you know, as kids, that's what we're like, isn't it? My son is exactly the same. So, check this out. Pattern paper from that paper collection. On the live HSN shows, I show you both. So I will do a demo with a pattern paper and I will do one without to show you they look brilliant with or without. This, having the facility of having these papers, is speedcraft, and it enhances your own card making too. But you do not have to have them, but I would say if you do like them, grab them quick because they're not going to be around for long. Super excited. So let's get this one stamped. Now I am going to use that family. And I'm going to do it in a traditional black. So I'm just going to grab an acrylic block here. Now, when you take the stamp off the carrier sheet, and this is the beauty of a product preview, you get to see an in-depth sort of look as to how they work too. So when you get your reflection, if you look at the stamp, the top part here is a clean design. But as you go further down, it sort of becomes a little bit jaded, and that is where you get the reflection, because reflections are never perfect. So when we put the reflection through here, we change the design slightly to give the look of a real reflection. So let's ink this one up. So I'm just using a black ink pad here. And you can see already it's going to look absolutely marvellous. So the sort of scenes and the designs in here have been built so you get great composition on your cards. So this cute family just going to be going across the base. Now, the wonderful thing about this one is you can repeat the design. So if you're doing an extended long card, you could do like half of the page, restamp and do it so it looks like a ton of kids are all holding hands doing it together. You could just do it in the centre. You could do it down by the base if they're just coming into the picture. It's really, honestly, no rules craft. That makes me very happy. So I think I'm going to do the full line like a family. So I'm just going to take the edge off my page. So let's go down here. I'm going to just press that down. I'm going to fill the whole base of this card as if there's a ton of kids running to the neighbour's house. So they've just got all the treats from one house, they're now running to the neighbour's house with their little buckets and the hats. Let's ink it up. That looks so good. You can see why crafting makes us as human beings very, very happy. So I'm going to I'll probably just pull the stamp down a little bit so it doesn't look symmetrical in design. So it does look like the kids are just like running free. And I might overlap the stamp just a little bit too. So press down. If you wanted to add some stars with your glitter glue, some splats, some texture yourself. And this is the wonderful thing about our lovely reflection stamps is if you're advanced, you can really enhance it further. But if you're an absolute beginner, it has you covered as well. So you don't have to be sort of brand new or advanced to get this collection. It covers everyone. And I will be absolutely blown away when you make your first cards and share them on our social media pages, because I love to see everybody's makes. I mean, look at that. I mean, I look great. Do I not look great? I think I do. So let's bring in this wonderful mask. Now, you're probably thinking, right, Toni, I love the mask idea. I'm not quite sure why you've put it in. Well, let me show you. So we can create now like a moon, create our own moon on top of these papers because they're uncoated. So just pop the insert, which has come out of the centre, look. So you have both. I'm just going to show you, let's pop it at this side here. I'm just going to take some white ink and a brush. I'm going to add like a moonlight around. I'm just going to tilt this around slightly. I'm going to hold this in place wherever I want it. Shall we? We could do it down here. No, we'll just do it up here like so. And then we'll take our white ink and I tap the white off on the stencil. Stencil's wipe clean. And then I'm just going to add a halo around my moon. So tap off. And this is just going to make our cards feel like they're a little bit more interactive because we've done a little bit more than just added a stamp at the base. But of course you could stop at just the stamp. Now when you take it away, we now have a glow. So let's just move this one out of the way. Now I'm just going to take my exterior and I'm just going to add some colour to the interior, okay? So I'm just going to pop it back on, but this time I'm going to do it very subtly. So very light. I'm just going to push that whole area back. Not a lot, just a little bit. And you can take it off and have a look. There we go. So we've just sort of softened that moon. Let's go in and soften it a little bit more. There we have our wonderful moonlit sky. Now, what I like to do when I've done it this way is, because I really want people to see that I am great as a card maker as well, I like to grab my white gel pen. Just one second, I'm just going to grab my white gel pen. And I always like to add a highlight to the silhouette stamp area. And this just makes it look like that moon is actually reflecting down and onto our reflection stamps here. So I'm just going to take my white gel pen. I'm just going to add an highlight to the tops of the heads. Can we see now? And then just on the arms. So if you go on the top, you go on the top of everything. Don't go on the side and on the top on the right. If you're going on the top of everything. If you're going on the left, go on the left of everything. And if you're coming down on the right, everything has the highlight on the right. Okay, so top, top, top. So I'd get on his foot there, on his arm, top of his shoe, top of his leg, top of her arm. And then it just captures the light on top, just making it look a little bit more artistic. And then with the moon, I mean, now I've started, I don't want to stop. But with the moon, you could absolutely just accent. And just make it a little bit more liney if you wanted to. Of course, you can skip this part. And then just add a few spots in the sky if you want to. And then all we need to do now is add our wonderful sentiment. Now I've got Trick or Treat. We'll go with that one. And just grab my acrylic block. She says she just grabbed her acrylic block, but now she cannot see it. That is typical of me, getting super excited. Okay, I'll just use my plate here. I'm just going to pop my Trick or Treat on here. I'll stamp it in black. Now, I always make sure that I stamp the black into somewhere where it's a little bit lighter. And now I can see my acrylic block. Crazy, hey? Is there such a thing as too giddy for craft? Does anybody else get like that? So I'm just going to pop this onto here. There we go. Ink this one up. And then I think I'm going to go just off to the side. I'll just line it up on my mat here. And just have Trick or Treat there. And then we'll just pop this onto our card. So here is my card. Pop it onto my card. Get that out. An instant piece of artwork. Now let me show you some further samples of the reflection in their cells, because there are 4 separate reflections in there that could be created in exactly this manner. Now here we have with the moon, so you've got that stencil design to create that moon in there as well. create the halo, and down by the base there, the reflection. Shaker cards. If you want to team them up with your other elements in your stash, other stencils you may have from other fabulous designers that are on HSN or in the UK, then you can totally do that. You can team them up with pretty much anything. Silhouette stamps work across the board particularly well with super vibrant colours. So there we go. Did you enjoy that one? I hope so. Did I show you how easy it was? I hope so. And did I tell any fibs? I didn't. I said you would be able to make those cards on that lovely book, and I just showed you it is very achievable. Now, that is our Halloween collection. As I speak right now, we are going to move on to our next collection, which is our fall collection. I'm super excited about this one, and it's very, very cute. That witch on that broom is totally awesome. That's a interactive card, ladies and gents, and it is a how-to guide on our QR code as well. So if you do get the product home, please, 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 I cannot be more stricter with you all. You must scan our wonderful QR codes because that enables you to get more inspiration. We don't just give you the product, expect you to play with it once. We hold your hand and we continue with the inspiration from day one until forever. That's why we love our products. That's what makes us unique. And that's why hopefully you will come back and buy more of my lovely, lovely products. Now, just in that little short conversation there, my team have swapped out some of my elements and we're now moving into fall. Now, this is a wonderful collection. I've got two collections and we're trying to do them in bite-sized chunks so it doesn't overwhelm you. But this is our fantastic Secret Forest collection and it's item 839593. Now, this is sort of like a whimsical woodland collection and it totally breathes life into your autumn and fall card making. Now, you can see there from those beautiful samples that a little goes a long way. You can create artistic cards, realism in your cards because of the fantastic papers. Let me show you what's in the kit. It's a wonderful, wonderful kit. And to me, this one tells me about the great outdoors. It tells me about fresh air, family, going out, seeing nature, and that's what's built into these cards, which then unfolds into us making those not so great cards, the sympathy cards that we're not too sure about, that we don't like doing. When you pop a beautiful little butterfly or an animal on there, it just says, hey, I'm thinking about you. Today is a new day. And that's what I love about this particular collection. So let's show you what's in the collection. I think I'll show you on my board first because it sort of explains it a little bit more in depth and then we'll have a look at the product. So in this one, you get 6x6 paper pad, a 5x7 vellum pack, a die set and a beautiful creative stamp set, which is going to enable you to just stamp a tree and be done if you wish. So these are your dies. Look how big these dies are. Now, they are big, but they do go on your A2 cards. So let me showcase them here. The reason why we designed these, and it's built into the collection, is you see the apertures in the windows? The animals stamp within the windows. So the rabbits, the butterflies, the dragonflies, the foliage, all fit seamlessly within these open fretwork leaves on here, giving you realism in your cards. So that's the die set. Let's have a look what else we get in our kit. I've got it all hiding under here. Look at these papers. These are rich, aren't they? Rich and beautiful. Let's show you the stamp set next. So this is your wonderful stamp set. This is very whimsical. You can build a scene if you want to. You can create a full family of animals. But equally, the tree will hold its own. The birds will hold their own. The fawn, and you can create the most beautiful dimensional cards when you inlay the dies back in and stamp the wonderful creatures within those windows. So there's your A5 stamp. Are you ready? Let's do paper. Paper. I love paper. I don't know if anybody else loves paper, but I truly love paper. Now, this is a 6x6 set of papers. Now, they are double-sided. Absolutely tell a story. Deep, forest-like colours, realism with the leaves on there. So I'll just flick through some of these. You can see some of them have been popped on here just to give you an idea of what's in the collection. But look at how sumptuous these papers actually are. Now, when you use these papers with your collection, you don't really have to team them up with anything else that's complicated because they're so rich in tone, because they're so heavy with the deep, dark embellishments on there. Really, all you need to do is mat and layer it onto a card, add a sentiment if you want to. So I will, look at this one. This breathes autumn right there on that card. Now you could take it away. You could stamp some animals in the design if you want to. These are really going to give that subtle message. Let's just keep going. There's a ton, honestly, absolute ton of different. Look at these with the veins inside here. You know, I think sometimes images and designs like this are just brilliant for saying to somebody, hey, you know, I am thinking about you, or I know you might be hurting right now, but I'm sending you this card because the world is a beautiful place and it isn't all sad and tears. It can be, you know, that warm feeling as when somebody sends you that card to say, you know, the time is now and I am thinking about you. It makes you feel absolutely wonderful. This kit has you covered for all of those moments. But if you like to tell a story, very whimsical, as I've said, then it's got you covered for that one too. Let me show you the vellums in here. So that's your 6x6 paper. Then we have some 5x7 vellum. Now I am often asked why I do 5x7 vellum. And the reason I do 5x7 vellum is because I like my vellum to go on the front of my card and extend around the back of my card like so. I think it just gives that touch of luxury as the vellum folds all the way behind rather than just one piece stuck on the front. So you have the capability to cut it down. It's better to have extra to cut down than not have enough because you can't build on. So let me just show you. Now these give you like a gold foil look with the leaves on here. And it gives you that watercolour ripple on the card too. So that could give you the appearance of water. All it needs is a sentiment. Check this one out. Very translucent. They score beautifully. They make great belly bands. And just an eclectic mix of high energy, outdoors, fresh air. Breathe in that fresh air. Who likes to go outside? Who likes butterflies? Who likes rabbits and trees? They all tell their own unique story, don't they? You look at them and no two are ever the same anyway. So it's absolutely wonderful. So that one is your tell me a story. I'm moving on to the next one. That one is your secret forest. So 2 A5 dies, 1 A5 stamp, 6x6 papers, and that vellum pack. Now, if you are making a note of the numbers, 839593, please do remember that the stock may not be loaded yet. You may have to be patient just in case any of the items are going to sell out before we get there. So they do sometimes hold off, but make a note of the numbers and then you'll be good to go when you are ready. And you know as well, just going back to this one, because it is a beautiful set, like the birds, a bird with its wings out means great spirit, freedom. You know, so if you are trying to tell people that type of message, all you need to do is stamp the birds with the open wings. And it says it. You don't have to say it. The image says it for you. That's why this is a beautiful, warm collection for fall and autumn. Now, stepping away from autumn and fall, so you've got your yellows, your burgundies, your browns, those undertones in there. We're going bright and breezy next. Are you ready? So next one we're going to do is a beautiful, vibrant poppy collection. Now, this kit has been put together to bring in some of the components that Stamps by Me do really, really well. Okay, so we are king at stamps. We do it so well. Stamping black, they look outstanding. But in this kit, you also get other elements that we love to do also. So we get a 3D embossing folder and we get some impactive wow papers. Now, black, yellow and red really sets the world on fire. So let's show you these ones. So just on the board down by the base here, I've just demonstrated a few of the papers. So you get the yellow and grey, the red, and this is the wonderful artistic stamp and die. Now you do not have to colour this one. You can leave it totally black if you want to. It's got high energy, stamped in just black. But if you want to do it in yellow and red, spray with water, have fun, you can do that. Now, this collection is going to bring together some really, really creative cards. So we have stamps, we have dies, we have papers, and we have 3D embossing folders. Now, our 3D embossing folders are high definition like no other, groundbreaking. In fact, I'm super proud of where our embossing folders are going and how they are currently made. They are one of the best and leading industry. So I'm going to show you what you can do with them. I said they're the best. Let me show you that they're the best. It's all good talking about it. Let me show you that they're the best. Before I just go into the quick demonstration though, I would just like to show you the 3D embossing folder. It's a beautiful bunch of poppies and tulips tied with a bow. We have the wonderful stamp set here, and then the coordinating die, and then the paper collection. Now it is on my board here, but because I can't get them all on my board, I still like to showcase the products live, and that is what the product preview is all about, showcasing the full line so you know exactly what you're getting. And I just think, do you ever see a paper collection that has black? You don't. Well, as I said to you earlier with our other ranges, Stamps by Me do it different. We are different. You can expect something different, and you can expect that your cards are going to look different when you play with our products, and you are going to be amazed by what you can create when we put these wonderful creations together for you. Everything connects. You have the QR code. I hold your hand throughout. You can share your makes on social media. We are a family company that prides themselves on sharing the love of crafts, and I want you to come and share it with me. I really, really do. So let's just move that to the side. And I just want to show you the embossing folder. Now you can't see much here. Check this out. Yes. Watch the magic. So when I said about the high definition, this is what I'm going to show you now, because I do think our embossing folders are the best. So let me show you. So I have some wax here, and I'm going to bring this image to life by just smooching some wax on here. So you're going to get dimension. You're going to get total versatility. And I know I've covered it already, but you know what? The traditional cards that you make where you take product, you pop a pad underneath, you pop it on a card. Everybody's cards are the same because you've been put in a box. All of the images, all of the designs are the same. So you're all going to make the same cards. Whereas with the collections that I like to bring you, you're all going to be creating something different, totally unique to you as a crafter. Your cards are not going to be the same as the ladies next door. You all have the kit to do it, but the kit outpours into different colourways, different ways of using it, techniques and things like that. And it just pushes your boundaries and encourages you to try new things. So that's why I think they said yes on HSN when I said, please, can I come? I think they said yes because I am different. So hopefully you will love it as much as I do. So let's get some of this wax onto here. So I've just got some on my finger here, very light. I've tapped it off, and I'm just going to brush this onto the detail here. Now, I always say when you do this sort of technique, always go light, because you can always add, but you can't particularly take away. So I'm just going to get the coverage on there first. And I've got an instant card here. Now I've mat and layered it onto the beautiful pattern paper in the collection as well, which seamlessly works. Reds, blacks, yellows and greys. Wow factor. So I'm just going to, now I've got the initial lay, I'm going to take some more off my mat, and I'm going to try and press on a little bit harder, really get into those rise and falls, and then I'll show it, hold it up for you just in the light, just to showcase the depth and dimension. Now our embossing folders do have up to about 7 layers. We push the boundaries and we go as far as we do to before the card actually cracks. So check this one out here. I'll just lean it, look at that. I feel like you could pick that bouquet off that card right now. And you literally just saw me just add some wax. Now, on HSN, I'm going to add some with some sparkle. So you can see it in wax, white ink pad, sparkle. Let me just show you in white. Totally different look. So this one's a yellow paper with white, and this one's a gold with the red. Totally unique kit. If you are wanting something different, 839 544. So there are 2 more collections as of after this one. So that'll be 6 brand new lines launching on the 22nd over on HSN. And you can see from them wonderful pictures there the different styles of cards and projects that you are going to be able to make. I am so excited. Right, guys, totally moving on. Are you ready for a touch of irresistible cuteness? My gosh, cuteness, togetherness, me and my best friend, squad goals, family friends. This collection is absolutely wonderful, guys. I can't tell you the playfulness and charm you're going to get from this wonderful paper, stamp and die set. Item number 839542. I mean, look at the pictures, those eyes. Has anybody got children? Mum, Dad? I get that from this collection. It's totally endearing and wonderful. Now, it's a collection that's built, again, obviously, to work together. It has papers, stamps and dies. The hero of this collection for me, though, is the words that are built into some florals. Let me show you. I love, love, love. And this is, I really don't, on an everyday basis, generate or create adorable, cute animals. There's tons of them, isn't there? But when I sat down to put these together, I was like, these put a little bit of warmth in my tummy, reminded me totally of my son when he comes to me and asks for things and gives me those eyes. I'm like, people are going to love these. So let me showcase. So in this particular set, you get a whole bunch of pattern papers, and the reason they're designed like this, I'm going to show you in a second, because you can stamp onto them and recreate and rebuild their hats, their bows and their headpieces to create cards that look like this. So they come with the interchanging elements, they come with the words and the foliage. So we have hope, joy, love, faith and home. And you can build a fantastic bouquet of words. You can colour them up. These absolutely hold their own on a card. With relation to the animals, we have the dies that go around the bow, the butterfly and the hat. So you can build these characters and absolutely personalise them and make them your own. So if you have that friend, if you are in a club, if you go to your church, I think we can all relate. Do we have children? Some are good, some are naughty, and you know, some of them are a little bit cheeky as well. You always have that one that wants to wear a hat and they have to take it off and you have to give them the eyes, take the hat off while we go inside. That is what this collection does for me, and I'm hoping that you will be able to relate at home. Now, let me show you some samples. Super easy to put together, quick, just adorable. Let's move this out of the way. Now, the item number for this one is 839542. I will always love you, family. That's what I've called this cute family, because Owl will always love you. Now, you can see stamped onto the pattern papers and using those coordinating dies to create that mat and layer. They look really, really creative, but if you do want to pick up some ink off your mat and add those foiled designs out on the exterior to sort of like elevate it, give it a touch of class. And then we've got that wonderful I will always love you down by the base. What about separating the characters? Because the versatility in them, you can totally change them up. You could name these if you wanted to. So if you have 3 children in the family, or if you have 12, you could do an elongated card of all of the characters. So you can see they're in the separate windows there. And this is where it showcases that embellishment 3D building element to its full glory here. So we have the bow, we have the hat, I will always love you. And these are the complementing papers that are in the set. So they all work and bring that family together. Now, these are the hero in this set for me, the words with the floral stamens. You're going to be able to build these into all of the wonderful products that you have already bought from other lovely brands on HSN. Interchange them in with your embossing folders, and equally if you do like to pick up a brush, then the scope is there to do that for you. So let me do a little bit of a demo for you, because I think it's really wonderful that these are cards, but because we've created the dies in such a way, you can make shaped cards as well. So I was thinking like table placements, names for parties, clipped onto the top of party bags and things like that. I was like looking way beyond just your everyday card. So let's show you what I've got here. Now, on the particular die set, which I'm going to grab actually just to show you, there is an exterior die, which is this one here. Now, this one creates your card blank. And if you put 2 together, you end up with a card. So I'll just pull that back and it stands proud. So we have cards for our tables. Now, I have cut 2 and I've stuck them together, and this is craft card. Now, let me just bring in, there's some coloured, I want to just exemplify here some of the coloured ones. And then if you want to colour them with a pencil, you totally can. Here we go, is another one which has been coloured with a pencil, but I want to show you something different here. So if you don't want to colour, this is what it looks like if you stamp it onto patterned paper. You get that hue of that colour come through. And it's not just like a brown because we expect a cluster of owls to be brown or fawn or cream. It's got a touch of pink in there, which really makes it a positive card as well. So I'm just going to pop this onto the front of the card here. And then we have the embellishments. Now we have the bow and the hat, and I've done this in the different colour green. So you can see now how we've set it apart. You could put pads underneath if you wanted to create that elevation. Totally easy to colour. And because you have those pattern papers in there, you can make these projects your own. I'm just going to get the word joy in there because I want my bird to be holding the word joy for my special friend. And I have the butterfly and the outline die. I'm just going to pop that on there. Now I'm not gluing it in place, but I do have one pre-made which has the hat, the bow and embellishments and the butterfly on there, and it stands totally proud on the counter to give you those cute little toppers, cards, name cards, party embellishments, whatever you want it to do. I'm hoping that you like this collection because I can totally relate when it comes to building a scene or a cluster of animals, because as family, we all love to be at home. We all love to be cozy, but then again, we all love to be cheeky. We all love to make fun of each other. And I think that this collection does it really, really well. And the inspiration continues. Now this one, there's actually two in this collection I would like to just quickly touch on. These absolutely flew when we brought them to you on HSN a few months ago. And there are some still available on .com, which is on their website. I'm just going to give you the numbers. I'm going to showcase some of the samples. I didn't get the opportunity to show you all of the samples in the live show because back then I was like, blah, 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 as I told you before, blah, 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 blah. And I just wanted to showcase how wonderful these samples are. These are two beautiful high-end elegance kits with high-end vellum, high-end stamps, and never-ending borders and corners. Now, when I say that, what does that mean? It means that you have the fluidity with your dies to make them never end. So if you want to continue a border from an A2 card to a 6x6 card to a wrap around a jar to a wrap around a box, the pattern repeats, and it's same for the corners. The corner is one corner with a die, and you can repeat that pattern and create rectangles, squares. Really, really beautiful. So let me just show you the two. I know I'm doing two at the same time. Let's talk about this one first. So this one is Midnight Bloom. So these are your repeating border dies. We have our never-ending corners, and then we have the beautiful envelope with a peony cluster sat inside and a stamp and a coordinating die. A note from me means the world. A note from you, not me, means the world to me. And I wanted to showcase some samples on here. Now you can see from the collection there, it has vellums and it has 6x6 papers, which means you're going to be able to make classic elegant cards like this. That is that incredible corner that looks like a plique lace. So if you cut 4 of these, you could create that repeating corner system. So, I mean, that's white, but let's step it up a bit here. Let's build in, look at this in the foil. So this is that wonderful envelope with the peonies and then that lovely sentiment on there. Here we have the paper collection, dreamy, very, very classic in design. Here we have teamed up with some embossing folders. Doesn't it look incredible in the golds? Now, these are going to be brilliant for your A2 cards, but team them up with golds and navies. Look at this for a wow factor card. This is that corner, and it's only one corner. Although it does do the repeating corners, just look at it on its own. Simply a wow for me. And then the vellum, the overlay of vellum over your projects. Again, it makes your cards look really luxurious, really expensive. Team it up with some ribbon from your stash. And again, you have some really, really dreamy, classic in design cards. So that one is the Midnight Blooms. Let me just touch on Spring Morning. Now let's bring in that other board for you all. So this one is item 830257. If you are making a note of the numbers, this one is available right now. There's not a ton left, but I love it so much. I really wanted to incorporate it into my product preview this evening because I really feel like it sort of like got lost because we went so fast. I was like, oh, I didn't feel the magic of it. I didn't get to showcase the magic. So I'm taking the opportunity now to show you it because it is truly magical. So this one is Spring Morning. And again, Look at this. You get the stamps with the coordinating dies, so you can really build those scenes, those silhouettes with the flowers around the birdcage. Then you get this wonderful mason jar with the flower in the top. You get your matte and light, and you can create beautiful focal points on cards if you want to add sparkle. This is teamed up with that incredible vellum. Now, each one comes with a pack of vellum and a 6x6 paper collection. Now, let me show you some samples for this one. Again, very much along the same theme, but with that one, the pinks and navies look really, really beautiful. And this one's got the very spring-like colours, so you get the yellows and the greens and the grey tones, but it all pulls together. They both interchange so beautifully. The dies from Midnight Blooms interchange with Spring Morning, and the vellums cross-pollinate as well, creating really, really unique cards. These are going to give expense like no other. So you can see those patterns and you can see the lace theme run through. What about your tags? So there's those florals with the coordinating dies and the backing papers. Let's show you some more. I need to take a breath sometimes when I show my design team samples, because I really just like to take a moment and just like appreciate the time they've spent to make the cards for me, but appreciate that although they look extravagant, little to no work to create something that looks so beautiful. I can see this on the front of a notepad. I could see it wrapped around a box. Maybe pop a tea light inside a box. It will shadow through, flicker the light through that vellum on there for you. Hey, anybody remember this one? This one's still available as well. I wish I could talk about them all, but I can't. So basically, this is your hot air balloon. The sky's the limit. Team it up with these beautiful papers in here as well. Frame them up if you want to, or just stamp the sentiment from Midnight Blooms into Spring Morning and you have a unique handmade card. The beauty of these two collections is they are both unique, allowing you to be the creator of your own cards. You are not put in a box with a pre-made collection. You can make your own incredible projects and cards for your collection and also for your friends and family. Now then, guys, my product preview wouldn't be the same without some Christmas or festive spirit. Now, again, we have two wonderful collections that are available over on HSN's website. And again, there isn't a ton of this, but I really wanted to touch on this because this collection in particular, A Winter Story, flew. There isn't a lot left, but I wanted to touch on it simply because the product preview, I have a range of fall, I have Halloween, I have everyday, and I really wanted to bolt on something that is warm and cozy for those winter months. Now, A Winter Story comes with papers, vellums, toppers, and then incredible stamps and interchanging dies. These are pure winter nostalgia. So these ones have the cabins and the sleighs in the snow and those incredible trees. Now you can scan that QR code and you can see on the website as well the wonderful samples. So we have a Winter Story collection, 844172, and then moving on to Winter Solstice, which again is a silhouette collection with the inbuilt papers, 844180, stamps, papers and stencils. Now, if you are getting into the festive months and you are making your creations, these have totally got you covered. You have your sentiments, your pattern papers, you have your stencils, and then you have your dies, and both tell an incredible winter story. Now, before I do go, I do have a fantastic inspirational video for you with some nice festive music. So if you want to grab a hot chocolate and just enjoy the show, you totally can. But before I do that, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to my product preview this evening. We are flying on HSN, and I couldn't do it without the support of you all, with your continued support and your purchases. Now, do please remember, I am live every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with inspiration using all of the products you have bought from us here on HSN, which is wonderful because I get to know you in person. I get more time, I get to sit down and I can get to craft live with you. We can have a crafty chat. So thank you so much. Please leave a comment below if you are chatting with your friends. It's lovely to have your company, and I will see you live on HSN on the 22nd of August. Take care, everyone. Super excited. Bye.